Hello and welcome. I am Roy at NinjaZilla90, and today I will be reviewing the NECA Gargoyles Brooklyn Ultimate action figure. And spoiler alert, turns out he's better than the Goliath figure, and I will be telling you all about it. So, with that said, let's get started. And now, starting things off with the box. And as you can see, this is a really cool box. I love the artwork. I love how they have Brooklyn front and center on it, looking really awesome, like he's diving out of the sky with his aggressive face eyes, looking really awesome. And of course, we have the Disney logo, and we have the Gargoyles logo, and of course, we have Brooklyn Ultimate action figure right there, which is the character you are getting inside. And of course, we open the window flap. We have a really awesome picture of the figure right there. Now, of course, I already have him taken out of his packaging, but yeah, I will be getting the accessories out very soon once I get to the figure. But anyway, we see the open window, and we have all of his accessories there. And I kind of like the sort of like castle wall frame on the inside of the box as well. I think that's a really awesome touch. Turn it to the side. We have another cool picture of the figure with his aggressive roaring face head, looking awesome. And the other side, we have him with his basic head he comes out of the box with. And he does have an articulated jaw, by the way, so that is a definite plus. One thing I really like about this figure. And of course, we have the Disney logo, Gargoyles logo, and the NECA logo, of course. Top of the box, it just has the Disney logo, the Gargoyles title logo, the name of the character, and the Ultimate action figure line right there. And we have ages 14 plus, so this is not for small children. And we have a warning label, choking hazard, so yeah, don't try to eat it. But anyway, turn it to the back. Here we have another really cool promotional picture of the figure right there with his aggressive roaring face head on again. And of course, we do have the Gargoyles bio right there. You can pause it and read it if you choose to. So I'll leave it there for a hot little minute. And moving right along, we have a picture of Brooklyn with those sunglasses that you get inside. We have a picture of him with the javelin sword accessory, and I think that's supposed to be a page out of the Grimorum Acronorum, which would be the Book of Magic. And here's all the Gargoyles you can get in the line, which unfortunately I am not going to be able to get the full team because the NECA Gargoyles line of figures is canceled, and they won't be producing anymore. So so technically no reissues, but we have Goliath, Lexington, Demona, Bronx, Hudson, and Broadway. And one of the figures I will probably never have is the Lexington right here, because that one was a limited run Target exclusive, and I am not paying over $350 on eBay for them. No way in the world. I may as well get an SH Monster Arts. I think I may as well get that SH Monster Arts Godzilla vs. Gigan King Ghidorah 1972 if that's the case, because that would be paying around the same price. But anyway, guys, that pretty much concludes it for the box. Now on to the figure. Now here we have the NECA Gargoyles Brooklyn Ultimate action figure out of his packaging, and as you can see, he looks really awesome. And his sculpting is awesome. NECA done a really awesome job with this figure. I like the overall sculpt. His color scheme is very accurate. He's kind of like this sort of like this dark reddish brown color, which is Brooklyn's typical colorization. And he has his he's wearing this blue loincloth. But if you ask me, that kind of looks like sort of like denim, almost like a blue jean type of material. But yeah, I don't think they had like denim or like blue jean material in the Middle Ages, or maybe they did. I don't know, but that definitely looks like some type of blue jean loincloth he's wearing. But anyway, we also have the big leather gargoyle signature gargoyle belt going across his loincloth, and we have the big gold buckle there as well. And we can bringing him closer to take a closer look at that really awesome face of his. And of course, unlike the rest, Brooklyn has a beak, and he has some really long horns on the top of his head, and he has some long pointy ears, and he also has some long bushy white hair, kind of like Inuyasha. But anyway, they also done a really good job on the sculpting on his wings, and also his wings do have these little small tiny hands on them. His wings kind of like have these little small like dragon hands on them, so that's really cool. And his wings are articulated. Now each of the gargoyles do have like different wings, so Brooklyn's wings is definitely different than Goliath's, so you can tell. And matter of fact, this one, he's not as top heavy as the Goliath figure as well. So yeah, you can stand him up as long as you have his tail attached, and you have his tail like curled like this. Even when you have his wings attached, and I could just plop him down like that, he stands easily. So yeah, he's not nearly as top heavy as the Goliath figure. So that is a definite plus for me with the Brooklyn figure. So I definitely got to give him some overall extra points for that. Because I think NECA knocked it out of the park with this, with the Brooklyn figure, and he's a definite improvement over the Goliath figure. But now getting more NECA Gargoyles figures in hand and seeing how they were potentially improving, yeah, it's a shame that they no longer have a license. But anyway, moving right along, starting with head articulation, we can look up about that much, but it's very hindered by his hair. We can look down, we can look right, we can look left, but like I said, articulation is with his head is hindered by his hair and also his wings. We do have a really good torso articulation, so we do have a good ab crunch in there, so we can lean forward, we can lean back, we can rock side to side, and also we can rotate all the way around a full 360 if we choose to. And now I got his waist all crooked, and he can also rotate at the waist as well, but yeah, I'm just not going to bother with that right now. But yeah, his waist was moving, but the ab crunch also rotates, so you can rotate him either way. But I'm just not going to fool with that because I don't want to, get them all crooked. But anyway, moving on to arm articulation. The shoulders are on a swivel hinge, so we can move them a full 360, so we can rotate them a full 360 all the way around. Same is true with the other arm, so we do have that. So I'm trying to be careful here. I don't know, I'll put his wing back on after I'm done demonstrating arm articulation, so we can swivel all the way around. Let me put his wing back on now. Okay. Alrighty, got it. Yeah, I know. I know those wings are very clicky clacky and ratchety. But anyway, heck. I'll put them back on later. We do have bicep swivels, so we can swivel those biceps all the way around a full 360, and we also have double joint hinge in those elbows, so that's good. So he can put him in some really cool poses. And of course, yeah, he does have jaw articulation. So, yeah, as you can see. Alrighty, moving right along, we also have a swivel on the wrist. We can rock those hands forward and back. Really nice job on the sculpting on the claws. Really like that. NECA done a really good job there as well. So yeah, rotate and yeah, rock forward and back on a hinge. Leg articulation, you could split out about that much, so we can do the full-on RVD splits and come back in. We can bend his knees forward. We only have, we could bend his knees back. We only have a single jointed knee though, so no double joint in the knees, unlike the arms. And also we can rotate those knees all the way around, a full 360 if we want to. We also have a hinge in the ankles, so we could point those feet forward and back. Same is true with the other leg. And also, if we want to, I believe, yeah, we could, we can move them a full 360. Although, if you do want to spin his ankles around, do be careful. You don't want to snap anything, so you really want to make sure there's no stuck paint in there. And of course, his toes are articulated as well, so we can bend those toes forward and back if we want to. So we do have toe articulation. And of course, let me get his wings back on. So yeah, putting his wings back on. So yeah, his wings are also articulated. We do have hinge joints in there, but you basically put his wings in. You see these little clip holes here. You put his wings inside those clip holes. Same is true with the other side. So I could get it out. See this one here on the back of his shoulders. All right. All we got to do is put them in. And of course, all you have to do is we can move them up and down like so on the clip holes. But yeah, if you move them up and down like that, they tend to droop down a lot, so do be careful. But anyway, we also have a hinge joint, so we can move those wings forward and back. Same is true with the other side, but as you can see, yeah, that's one of the reasons why NECA discontinued the line, because design flaws with the wings, as you're seeing, they easily pop out. But yeah, I am trying my best, right, to get them to cooperate. So there you have it. Now that pretty much concludes it for articulation. Well, actually, no, I almost forgot the tail. The tail is articulated. We do have a hinge in the tail. His tail goes on. You basically take this piece right here. See right here, this little plug. You take it. You see this hole right here? You basically shove it up his bootay there, and it just stays. And yeah, and you have your NECA Gargoyles Brooklyn Ultimate Action Figure. But yeah, now let's get into his accessories. Now, first things first, he does come with a free pair of $7,000 sunglasses that he obviously stole from Johnny Cage, or maybe he bought them from Johnny Cage. Who knows? Well, if he bought them from Johnny Cage, he would have Johnny Cage's signature on them, but obviously these don't, So I don't think he bought them from Johnny Cage. But anyway, there he is with some shades. Taking those sunglasses off. And of course, he comes with his aggressive face head. So basically, what we want to do is pop this head off. Not that hard. And we take the aggressive face head. Now, of course, this one, this head is this jaw on this head is not articulated. It's just fixed open. So the head is just one sculpt. So no articulation in that jaw, but that's him with the aggressive roaring face head on. So we can go Rah! If we want to. So bringing him up closer so we can get a good look at that roaring face head of his before I swap it back out for the base head, which I much rather display him with. Now, of course, he does come with some interchangeable hands. He comes with these closed fist hands. He comes in 2 gripping hands. He comes with this page from some book. I gotta rewatch all of the episodes again. I know it's on there. I know the Gargoyle series is on Disney Plus. So I mean, I'm kind of in the middle of the final season right now. So anyway, gotta catch up on it. And he comes with the javelin sword, technically. And so basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change out the hand. So take that hand out. And gonna take the other hand out, and there goes one of his wings. Whew. I probably should have hit that with some heat first. But anyway, let's grab those handy accessories of his. So let's put this gripping hand in, this on this wrist. So all I gotta do is just plug it in and plug it in. Now it sounds like those old electric air freshener commercials. You know the ones that you plug in your wall socket, plug it in. Yeah, it sound like that. But anyway, alrighty. Now we got him with his gripping hand. So what we want to do is let's put the rest of his accessories on the side so we don't lose them. So what we want is this page right here. So we can grip this. So basically what we want to do is just slip that in his hand like that. So that's how that's supposed to go. So we could pretend he's reading something. And while he's reading that, we can slip the javelin sword in his hand. Now, I was able to get this in the gripping hand off camera, but I am going to demonstrate because you have to be really careful with this. So, let me show you how to get it in his gripping hand properly so you don't break anything. So first of all, what you want to do is you want to take his hand here, and instead of trying to push it straight through, what you want to do is kind of sort of work it through his fingers a little bit. So what you want to do is you see his thumb right there. You want to kind of work it in like that a little bit, and then, or maybe not. Okay, now I'm getting it. Okay, but you do want to be careful. Okay, I got it. Because I got it in when the hand was disconnected, but Now I got it. So you just want to be careful. That's what I'm just trying to tell you. You don't want to just try to force it in just so, because then you're going to snap the handle clean off, and that's not that's not going to be very fun. But anyway, there he is with his javelin sword, looking really nice. I can't remember an episode where you actually use the javelin sword. Or maybe there was, I don't know. Or unless that was like a scene in a comic book or something, because I know there's Gargoyles comics out there, but I never really read any. So, anyway, there he is with the javelin sword, looking really cool. So far, so good. My thoughts on this figure are quite positive. But anyway, if I have to give this figure a final score based on detail, articulation, and playability, I have to give him a drum roll, please. And yes, like I said, spoiler alert, he is getting a higher score than Goliath. But however, I still got to take some points off for the design flaw on those wings. So, Brooklyn here gets a well-deserved 9 out of 10. Why? Number one, he's not nearly as top-heavy as the Goliath figure, so you don't have to worry about him falling over as much. So that is a definite plus. He's well detailed, well articulated, and yeah, I can pose him, I can fiddle around with him, I can fidget with him, and he doesn't fall to pieces very easily, except for his wings. That's where the design flaw is. So yeah, I can see why, collectors just, weren't interested in the Gargoyles figures after a while because of the design flaw with the wings, and I get it, dealing with that, just, from my experience with the Goliath figure, it can often turn out to be more of a pain in the butt than what it's worth. But anyway, I still think this is a well worth it figure aside from that, and he's definitely worth the retail asking price if you want to pick up this figure for yourself. They have plenty still left available on BigBadToyStore.com. The link will be in the description. You can grab this one for pretty much $27.99, which I think is a very fair price. But anyway, guys, that pretty much concludes it for this review. As always, thank you guys all so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Your viewership is much appreciated. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And to sum it all up, stay safe, take care, stay positive, stay powered up. God bless, and peace out.